Hello, my dears. Thank you all for popping in. I appreciate you. My name is Sharon. Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody's having a good night. You'll have to let me know how the sound mix is. I haven't played with it too much. Just putting on some background music because this game really has some, environmental music, but it's environmental sound that does not have music. So just let me know if I need to be louder, if the music needs to be softer, or whatever else, any other adjustments we have to make. So we are starting out today with PowerWash Sim 2, which I have played on my free time. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and reset my save data so we can start from the start. Hello! Acer, Naracon, and Frost, thank you so much for popping by. So, this is how we start House Number 1, or House Number 2, I can words, I'm sorry. We have a new office, we have a new map, and all of the jobs actually show up on here, and it's interactable. So I just want to show this off. Muckingham, of course, is where we've been this whole time. Power Falls is new. Pumpton, we've heard of. Detergento, Washingham, Bucketon, Fumarole, Mount Rushlish National Park, Sponge Valley, Lubra City, Sparkleton, Muaka-Aitu Desert, which is where I assume we clean some of those death by funds. Absolutely. This is Caldera County. It's similar in some ways to the names of all the different cities in train station renovation, because that one also has a bunch of joke names for the cities. So, since the end of PowerWash Sim 2, we sold our old business and purchased this office. Now, I'm not sure if y'all remember how the lore of PowerWash Sim 1, but basically there was a time travel thing. We had to basically do some stuff to stop the Mount Rushlish from erupting and destroying the entire city, and actually dooming the planet. One of our buddies came back from, someone time traveled from the future to come back here and help us prevent that future. So yeah, and in many ways, the mayor of the city, Jefferson, or whatever his name is, he was directly responsible for a lot of stuff, along with another millionaire who got the drill machine. What happened was they drilled too far into the mountain when trying to get access to this really expensive ore. And in doing so, triggered the Mount Rushlish, the volcano to erupt there, and then which basically destroyed the planet. And there was time travel involved to fix it. We helped fix it. So I wish I could stop them doing this animation. It gets in the way. But yeah, we've got this is our power washer in front of one of the machine. This is a statue. It fires a beam at a temple, and then that temple, I think, fires the beam to the volcano, which stopped it from erupting. So yeah, they dug too deep and too greedily. You're not wrong. Okay, now what do these books say? The fountain settles? I can't read these. Something in the man, these titles are too tiny for me to read. Caldera County Cryptids. Making Washing Fun by Dr. Joseph? Man, maybe. Oh, so there's so many Easter eggs here. This little dino here is, it looks exactly like the one we cleaned that was part of the kids' park in the previous game. Please tell me the cryptid is like cleaning supply vase. I don't think it gets that deep, but that would be amazing. Let's see. Freeze frame, something of American principles. Sealing the deal, Elliot Green Forest. Alex, I can't read these. The mop man, he's made of mops. Okay, so this is us going down the slide at what I think is the this was also the same playground. A history of something flats. There's just a lot of Easter eggs in this. So we took okay, so at the end of the last game, at the end of the credits, we opened our map and discovered that the mayor's cat, his name, well, the cat's name was Ulysses, but they're actually a lady kitty, and she was pregnant with kitties, and she gave birth to Bubbles and Squeak. Yes, so we have kitties. Let's see, gardening tips and tricks, power washing for beginners. But yeah, this is, I kind of love this. Let's see, what other books do we have here? A history of Santa Flats. How to train your cats. Step-by-step photo with pictures. It's so fucking cute. Now let's see, what other pictures do we have? This is just our character with the kitties. That's very cute. And then this one just seems to be us with some other power washers. Or some other, and then this is us in front of the, atop the town. Pet caring intro. I'm sorry, I wish I could read these books, but to be honest, with the current how this is at the moment, I can't read these. The font's too tiny. So, as with the previous game, there are gnomes everywhere. This is sort of the rest of our apartment / workshop. And this is our garage. Let's see, what other... There's our old truck. Let's see, we've got all of our tools here. Ding washing light! I love that! Paint, warm orange, and cool blue, which of course are the two colors of this game. Like I said, I did play this quite a lot in my free time, but I didn't really look at all the details because I was just kind of... I want to save looking at specific details with you guys. So this is... So we just moved in, obviously, and this is our office space. Read article. Beyond weird, aliens or big tech? For the citizens of Caldera County, things got real weird real quick when the local volcano, Mount Rushless, suddenly lurched out of dormancy. UFOs were spotted flying out of the volcano's caldera, cats went missing en masse, and an ancient civilization was mysteriously unearthed on their doorstep. But some are theorizing that this whole thing might have actually been due to the tech startups of Sponge Valley, even the UFOs themselves, which is actually true. That is exactly... The UFOs were just the ships that the time travelers used. So far we got gnomes everywhere in time travel, yes. The Canadian, the town with no cats, Muckingham, population 1,021,354, cat population 0. That was the situation the sleepy seaside town of Muckingham found itself when, for 3 long weeks, it became one of the oddest places on Earth. Yeah, all the cats went missing for a while, and then they came back. The Muckingham Herald. Focal points. Enigmatic man of mystery Blake Thrust. I think Blake Thrust was the millionaire whose actions almost directly led to the end of the world. With the dust having literally settled from Mount Rushless's brief and inexplicable foray out of dormancy, one lingering question remains. Who was Blake Thrust? What did the genius maverick want in the volcano? Did he mean to destabilize it? Why did he allow Thrust Industries to be taken away from him? Unfortunately, we may never know. And then we've got the kittens. Goodness, they're precious. With the Muckingham Herald, what is he up to? It's been 3 long years since the old mayor of Muckingham, Jeff Jefferson the 13th, fled the town, leaving chaos, anger, and a whole heap of egg splats in his wake. Whilst many are still shaking their heads as to how he managed to shake off the cast iron case against him, there are now rumors that he intends a comeback. Cats just do that sometimes. You're not wrong. Science mad. Who are the pacifists? Since their discovery deep within the Mauka Aitu desert, the mysterious civilization behind these curious artifacts has been the subject of a million memes. But behind all the jokes, there are genuine anomalies which have thus far baffled science. The curious statue, which has become lovingly known to the locals as the Muckingham Merman, has issued a constant beam from a large gemstone in its forehead since its unearthing. No one knows how it's doing this or even why. Alteration is my friend. And then we've got visit the Muckingham Merman and the mysterious eternal beam, hypnotizing folks from all over the world. Dio? I don't think so. But alright, let's now, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the children's. It looks like Squeak has socks, a belly, and just his nose, whereas Bubbles seems to be very it's hard to tell. How are you two different, my dear? You don't have a white belly. Come over here, sweetie. I want to look at your little face. Okay, so oh no. Okay. Squeak has blue eyes. Bubbles has gold eyes. And of course, Ulysses has green eyes and a collar. Okay, babies. Let's go to our first job. One's a cabbage and one's a potato, obviously. No, you're good. Removals van. From Harper Shaw, who was our buddy last time that helped us get a truck. Good news! You're finally moved in, and the removal vans moved to the wash bay, awaiting your expertise. Don't think the van should pose too much trouble, despite you having to sell off most of your equipment. I know we got a bit carried away with the auction, but trust me, there's so much more potential in this place. Oh, and Jess says not to worry about paying for the van hire. In fact, she'll pay you. So this is the moving van that moved our stuff here. I feel like it's been much dirtier for much longer than was related to our move-in, but okay. Now, one thing I've noticed so far is that if I'm remembering correctly, is the kitties are in every level. Power washing. Wait, I didn't see this before. It is a. It's a vending machine for power washing liquid, and it's the best part about it is it does not appear to be functional. Let's take a quick look around. Well, we've got the mandatory gnome. The hell happened to the moon truck? Did the rust monster get it? Or the move truck, rather. I mean, it certainly seems like something happened. I mean, this is a nice area. I'm glad we have an office now. I'm just looking around for the kitties, because I know I'm almost certain that they're in every level. I just have to find them. Children's. Are you in this level, Children's? Well, one of you is. Hi, Bubbles. Bubbles, Squeak, where's your mama? Yeah, I think they come to almost every job. Okay, so that's 2 of the 3 I have found. Ulysses, where are you at, kitten? Oh, here you are. Hey, baby. Okay, now that I'm done with that, let's Now, if you remember, the detergent, the cleaning liquid inside was called like the like PowerWash or Ding solution or something, in reference to that sound. By the way, the channel whose I am listening to some music tonight, it comes by xmodmatt is the username on YouTube, and I will provide a link to it. Give me a sec. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I tried to call my mom before before stream, and I forgot she works until after 7 on certain Sundays, so she was calling me back. Thank you for your patience with all of that. I really appreciate it. We usually talk on Wednesdays. This past Wednesday, I ran out of time to call her, so we rescheduled the call for today, and then stuff happened, and I had called her a few times earlier, but she was at work and I didn't realize it. So, anyway, I appreciate your patience. Let me see if I can't find the damn texts I missed. While, here, where are the other texts? I want to see them. Because we did get several texts from Harper while I was working on the job. I know how to see them on the old, on the previous thing, but not on the previous game, but I don't know how to see them here. Is there no option to see them yet? What's this? That's save. Damn. Well, the texts from Harper, I know they're like impossible for y'all to have read, but I didn't read them this time because obviously I was talking with my mom, but if I remember correctly, they were talking about how, like, you know, Harper has a job where he finds stuff that's vehicles and other stuff that is on sale, and he's really interested in that, and he works with Jessica, the person who owns this van, sometimes, and also put out Tessa Borges. Is this Muckingham's premier power washer, rinse and repeat? Greetings from Detergento, where we need you to cleansify an unexpected discovery. So basically the texts were also our buddy Harper texting like a group chat saying, hey guys, we've moved to this new location and are now open for business. And a bunch of people texting back, which was honestly really, really heartwarming. Because it's like, oh yes, our character does have friends in this town and in other towns, and it's nice to see. But yeah, so sorry for having to be silent for so long, but I hope you still enjoyed what I showed of this job. No friends, only cats. Wishy, Jess is enthralled by her sparkling removals van. She says she'll give you first dibs on any furniture that she comes across, so keep an eye out for new items appearing in the shop. It's all pre-restoration stuff, so it's pretty dirty, but I'm sure you're okay with that. Told you it'd all come together. So we can actually buy furniture here to put in the shop. I'm gonna get these ones because they're actually worth 0. But these styles are wacky. Retro rug. We've been unable to trace the origins of this item, but believe it may have been a surplus stock for an unsuccessful sports franchise. Whatever. Sport this throwback energy with confidence in your place of purchase. And then this one, whimsical sofa. Stylish, cool, but prone to spillage. Take the weight off in every sense with this sensational reimagined sofa unit. I'm not buying the other ones at the moment because I don't have the muns. But there's one cool improvement for this one. Oh no. Okay. Here, let me see. Let me see if I I need to either practice the ooh voice or remove it from my redeems. No, that's wrong. That's bad.
Light-duty washer in an urban X-range provides power comparable to the medium washers of its competitors, but at a cost to the area of effect.
I'm an adult. No, you're good. I just am not very good at it, so I feel like I should remove that off of my thing. It's still fun to try, though. Okay, so this one's fun. Welcome to the town of Detergento. where the past meets the future to manifest a present that we can all live with. A thing that happened to us the other day when I asked my colleague to do a deep dive inventory in our public facilities. We found schematics for a revolutionary convenience installed in 2003, but then almost immediately forgotten about and assumed to be a bench. The whole thing is just pure D'Argento. So let's take a quick look at this place because I love this. The Grand Emporium. Wish I could zoom in. Cyber Cafe. Retro LAN party every weekend. Have you seen this person? Mysterious hero started watching various objects around Caldera City, which I assume is us. Bubbles and Squeaks are on the case. Oh, and then it does say, proudly supporting Cat Reunification Initiative. Oh, they're doing stuff to try to get all the cats back to their owners after they... Oh.
Hello, Ulysses.
Where are your childrens? We hope to see you again soon. We're hiring. Join our team. No experience required. Opening hours 8 to 5. What is this place called? De la Nuit. Can we go to the LAN party? I wish. Today, Jordan recommends the fresh buttered monkfish and specialty Muckingham fries, backed by popular demand. The bold one, why? Plain pizza base with nothing. I mean, that's... Yeah, that sounds about right. This is a meme shop, is what you're saying. Bucketon Festival. Bucket on a $4 bill, Magneton Spouts, Easy Scrubs, Miss Mickey, Blasted Grime, Diblamo, The Burning... Oh, it's a music festival. These are names of the music... Bless this mess. Okay. I will say, though, like, I do love how full these zones feel. Bucketon City, Bucketon, Muckingham BBQ Cookout, sponsored by Muckingham Burgers. We cleaned up Muckingham Burger, what's it called? Like the restaurant trucks, food trucks in the first game. This summer by Buckingham Rec Grounds. Power washing liquid coming soon. New range of power washing liquids for those tough dirts that just won't come off. Let's get soapy. 50% sale. Now, what are you? What kind of store are you? It doesn't say. Muckfest, Binny Smalls, A&T. The Soapy Sponges, Triple N, Noz-O, Normaliza, Earlston Scrubs, MC Grunge, Panic Pineapple, The Greasy Friars, Mr. Yucky, Squeaky Rhymes. Tickets are non-refundable in the event that Mount Rushmore were to erupt. The event organizers have closed the ski slope during the event due to the attendants skating down the mountain and leaping over the venue in previous years. Amazing. Okay. Let's find the kitties, and then let's get the cleaning. Can you imagine? That would be one hell of a lawsuit. Okay. Well, here's Ulysses. Here's Bubbles. Squeak. Where are you at, little kitten? I want to find the kitties before I start cleaning. Are you in the water or in the flower beds? Oh, yep. There you go. Alright, now we can start proper. So, what I was starting to say before Mama called was that, you can sell equipment you no longer use, which is so good for getting better washers faster. Should be a nice quick job, huh? Said Tessa. There's a cat that hangs around my stairs. You can have them. They keep screeching at night. Oh, no! Buddy, no! No Screechy's little kitten. Do you know if it's an indoor-outdoor cat or if it's a proper stray? The cat distribution system is at work here. Unfortunately, sometimes it chooses people that cannot have those cats. It's a stray? Hmm. Poor guy. There's been a big initiative back home recently because when I grew up, there was a big epidemic of stray cats because people kept getting a kitten and then giving it up without making sure it was spayed or neutered, which led to a huge stray cat population. And there is still a big problem in that park, but it's gotten better because people have been catching the cats to neuter them. It's not perfect, but it's definitely important to... Yeah, they do breed really fast. And when that happens, especially in conditions where the animal doesn't have enough food or they're having litters too quickly, that can lead to genetic defects in the kittens, and it's just a whole nasty spiral for the poor things. I don't support outdoor animal keeping anyway. Well, specifically for cats, because it's not good for them. There's a lot of parasites and whatnot they can get, not to mention, attacks by other animals or even animals that can kill them. But then there's also the concerns of, them destroying the local, songbird populations and everything. That's a consistent problem. I just think maybe this is something that my parents have driven into me since I was 5. But it's do not get an animal if you cannot afford to take care of it permanently. Surprise! I don't mind cats, but I can't have them screeching every night at 3 a.m. But I don't have the heart to call a pound. No, I can't blame you there, because it's if you do call someone, then there's a lot of places that put down animals if they can't find someone to adopt them in a timely manner, or if they're too injured. It sucks. PowerWash services were camped out in the middle of nowhere in one heap of filthy trouble. Can you help? Looks like that's the next job. It's just, I don't know, there's stray animals in pretty much every country in the world. And every city and every place handles it differently, and some of those ways they handle it are different or better than others. It's fundamentally people's responsibility to take care of their own pets and make sure there's no strays. Make sure there's no strays that come from them, I mean. I always dread Easter every year because there's an epidemic of people getting bunnies because Easter, and then they don't understand that bunnies, some of them, especially certain breeds, can live quite a few years. and this is true for any pet, they, especially birds, birds, they can live so long. And if not, it's not like and it's, a lot of them are kind of expensive to take care of, or have a lot of really specific needs, and it's just fundamentally important to not give in to the cuteness factor, and to take full responsibility and do full research before adopting a pet. Oh god, fish. For me, I feel like it's the less common pet. Like, regular common pets get mistreated all the time, but it's the ones that are less common that really see a lot of outrageous mistreatment. Birds and reptiles in particular, I've seen such incredible mistreatment for. It's like, no, just don't get those animals. If don't get those animals because you think they're cool. Get those do your full research before taking care of an exotic pet. It is just so fundamentally important. And yeah, not to babble on about this forever, I'm strongly of that opinion. Man, my first dog, Ralph. So she was a puppy by accident. Basically, somebody nearby had let their dogs breed, carelessly, and then she was a Cocker Spaniel Chow Lab mix, and I only have faint memories of this happening because I was 3 or 4 at the time, but we'd gone to that trailer park to visit my aunt, and my dad heard about someone giving away puppies, and what Dad told me when I was older was that the dude had told my dad that if someone didn't adopt the puppy, by the end of the day, he was going to put her down because she was the runt of the litter. So we went home with a doggo that day, and we called her our sister because, well, she was just a little puppy and we were little babies. We called her Ralph after the female. Well, Dad came up with this name, but it was Ralph after the female anchor in Green Acres, the old TV show. And goodness, we grew up with that dog like she was our sister. Not to shit, but some people have freaking babies with about much thought. Yeah, that's true. The hubris it takes to look at another creature, a living creature of any kind, and think there's a great deal of arrogance in approaching such situations without due thought, without careful consideration. Especially other people, especially having kids. I think folks should... I'm not going to put a limit on who can and cannot reproduce, because that's some eugenic shit. But I do feel like it's important to consider if you are going to be able to emotionally and financially support the child before having one. And this includes taking the responsibility necessary to make sure that you do not have a child on accident without being prepared. But I guess that's kind of highfalutin of me to say, and that's easy for me to say because I'm ace and I don't ever plan on having children. I know it's for allosexual people. I know that's different. I know it's way more difficult. I don't know. I have opinions, and I'm sorry for preaching at them in this game about power washing. I'll shut up now. I never got... Yeah, no, I was... Both me and my brother were accidents. Designed by a local visionary, Nadia Vonnegut, the pop-up restaurant was designed to only appear when needed. Relying on state-of-the-art camera systems and kinetic motion sensors buried deep within the sidewalk, it would detect from the gate of passers-by when relief was required, and pop up in the nick of time. Oftentimes it knew before even they did. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. I would see. The second that this level came out, other players like posted on the forums like, okay, but what if you got stuck in there? Okay, guys, this ad of mine is about to pop, so I'm gonna continue cleaning the outside of this, but won't finish properly until the ad's over. So, see you guys in 3 minutes. Actually, why don't I just leave this little strip of dirt here? Because then I can get done the rest of this during the ad break and come back to that when the ad's over. Oh dear. Are they scraping people's bladder for AI? Oh jeez. I hope not. This reminds me, I actually still have a couple of the newer levels of, the community created levels to do for Crime Scene Cleaner. I'll get on them. You guys are enjoying this so far. I really am. I'm very much enjoying new PowerWash sim. I think it's just as charming as the original in many ways. Driving Me Barking, Derek Degas, Malcolm Bay, Dougie Degas. Here We Woof Again. Produced by Gethin Dunn. Written by Arthur Brain. Directed by Derek Degas. Bless this mess. Eh? Oh. Uppies. That's what I was waiting for. Because, of course, we gotta be able to get in, right? So, that's not what I wanted. There's a limited amount of dirt that you can have. I meant to talk about this in the last level, but, you know, I was still muted because... I hope I was muted. Y'all didn't overhear the phone call with my mama, did you? Not that there was anything incriminating in there. But it's just basically, it's a layer of soap that makes it dirt come off easier. And it's limited, and I don't know if you can get more. I think that you can update your capacity, but can't like refill it during the same level. Ah, there we go. We're done with that. Okay. Well, we usually start with the floor. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, wall. Floor, sure. We're focusing on the floor. Hey, Wishy. I just heard that the fire chief's dog's gone missing. Oh no, is this game gonna have missing dogs? The first one had missing cats. Panic over. The fire chief just left the back gate open. Vulcan's home now. Oh, is this a red herring? I can respect that. Right, I was supposed to be focusing on the ceiling next. Not that there's a right or a wrong way to do this, it's just like my preferred method. I keep looking at your comment, Acer, and thinking of just how dystopian that scenario would be. And, you know, how creepy it is to have a... I don't know. The idea of a restroom that collapses when it's not in use, it's a very interesting one. But there's just so much that could go wrong. Wait, someone's only gone and added a restroom extension below the grubby open bench on Equinox Boulevard, says Noah Stevens. Oh, this is a group chat for Muckingham. Iconic. I'm already feeling the need. This is next level ingenuity. Well, to be fair, this bench appears to have... The bench in the bathroom appeared to have been here for a while. Y'all just forgot about it. Or at least it wasn't fully, properly implemented. But yeah, can you imagine someone getting stuck in here? Oh, no thank you. And this is why, with any project, and this is part of where Tesla's shit, where there's so much trouble with their nonsense, is that there's so many people thinking about what would be cool that they don't stop to think about real life logistics. Like, they don't stop to, like, build in fail-safes. Which is why, you know, there's been an uptick of people literally dying in, like, Tesla accidents, because shit is so... There's only one method to do something, and if you can't get that method to work, you're trapped in the damn car as it, you know, burns down around you. It's so important to build fail-safes. It's kind of the same thing in some respect, the same attitude as was had by the, as my cousin would say, you were so obsessed with whether or not you could that you never stopped to ask if you should. Exactly. Also, hello, my dear. Hello, Damien. I mean, that's genuinely it. In many ways, it's similar to, well, what happened with the, what was it called again? The something gate? The folks who use the really, like, dollar store sub to try to go to the Titanic. And it obviously broke. Ocean Gate, that was it. My brain was like, it had something to do with water, wasn't it Watergate? And I was like, no, that was something very different. We might be using the name convention, but this is something quite different. Yeah, it's, Oh, that reminded me! Okay, so y'all saw that Markiplier's movie is gonna be out in theaters shortly, right? I'm so bummed that none of the theaters near me, have it. Though they did say that they might be able to bring it to some theaters if we call and ask local theaters, so I might... the Ocean Gate, okay, sure. Iron Lung, that's the one I'm talking about. And, like, oh man, I really want to see it so bad. Because there's a line in there where, in the most recent trailer, that, yes, I can't wait. And the reason, beyond speaking about Ocean Gate, the thing that brought this up was, like, redundancies. Because, you know, in the most recent trailer Mark just released, it said, like, have you tested this thing? And the response was, this is the test. And I can think of nothing more terrifying than those 4 words in the context of a fucking submarine. Oh man, though. I can't wait to see the movie. I can't wait until it comes out digitally or comes to a theater near me. Like, the world of Iron Lung is such a fascinating universe, and I am so excited to see what Mark did with it. And I know a lot of people are memeing on it and calling it cringe, but I don't see what part about it is cringe. I think it's kind of genuine. But that's my own opinion. I think it looks really neat. Not that Mark is without flaw, but like to do a movie like that and then do much of the editing yourself and then be the one to directly contact movie theaters about it and argue on your own behalf, and that of, you know, the company who made the original game. And to do that kind of on your own is, I mean, that's you don't necessarily see that a lot in this day and age. So it's neat is all. It's impressive. I hope he succeeds. And if he does turn out to be a terrible human being, I'm going to be devastated. Because there's always somebody out there that's like, oh, you never know when Markiplier's going to turn out to be like a creeper or something, like everyone says. And I'm like, I really desperately hope not. I do my best not to get parasocial about people, but like, I just really hope he doesn't turn out to be an awful person. I'd like to be able to follow at least, you know, one person and not have something happen. This is kind of a cute little bathroom, though. And I like the fact that it's got all of these for accessibility. Word of advice, something will always happen. It's up to you to judge for yourself if they're still worth having faith in. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. And people have tried to cancel him Mark specifically more than once over game-related stuff, rather than moral-related stuff. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I hope I can still continue to have faith in a lot of the folks that I follow and whatnot. They actually moved the camera. Rinson, you'll be delighted to learn that the public facilities' kinetic sensors have been updated, and it's been successfully reintegrated into our public convenience network just in time for our upcoming Equinox Festival. I can state with confidence that you'll be hearing from us again, Tessa. Yeah, that's fair, Frost. And it just seems like every other day we're hearing about some online personality that turned out to be, you know, a creeper or otherwise a terrible person. And I guess we gotta learn how to draw our own lines in the sand in that respect. Alright, campsite. Let me know when you found the place. We've already headed for home. Camping is definitely not for us, and a pair of boggy sprogs and one grubby husband were in no mood to hang around. Know what I mean? Don't really know what else to say about it. Suppose the muck tells its own story, don't it? So this is a cute little camping area. Alright, where do kitties be? Ulysses and Squeak. Alright. Where's Bubbles? Oh, there, baby. Okay, where is the... There we go. Give me a sec. Okay, never mind. I was checking to see if we'd gone on to a different, playlist, but nope, this is the same one. I will be, pinning a... Actually, let me just link this, what we're listening to right now. This is what we're listening to at the moment. And a link to this person's channel will be in the description of the VOD. Man, I gotta say, this is kind of a nice little campsite. What I wouldn't have given for, like, a nice campsite with level ground when we were camping growing up. We often camped in the middle of the woods, or a couple of memorable times on a island. So, the ground tended to be, you know, there was a fire pit built in, but like a lot of the ground was not very stable. Not stable, level. In the early to mid 90s, I don't remember what birthday it was for, but one of my aunts got me a Hey You I think it was called a Hey You Pikachu doll. It was one of the ones that you squeeze its arm, or the clicker thing on its arm, and its ears would wiggle, its cheeks would light up, and it would go Pika Pika. And the summer after I got that doll, I brought it with me on our camping trip, and I was sitting near the water, and the ground was not level, and I didn't realize that because I was a baby. Not a baby, I was like maybe 9 or 10. I should have known better, but I put the Pikachu doll down, and it promptly rolled into the water. So I then I took it out of the water, I took out the batteries, I tried to save it, but it made a lot of really disturbing noises before the batteries and the voice stuff ultimately died. Camping is just something else, huh? It's almost like you're living in some lawless wilderness. A lawless wilderness in a fucking cabin, Chief. Take this morning, for example. I thought I'd make us a pots of delicious porridge. These texts go away too quickly. Anyway, porridge. But yeah, I got real upset because I was a little dummy who should have understood the laws of physics, and I took we tried to dry it out and everything, but all the electronics in it died, of course, because it got soaked with water. But I still have that doll. In fact, I brought it with me to college, and now to here, everywhere I've lived as a grown adult. So, a camping mishap may have taken away its voice, but I kept it with me. And it has been like 25 years. Yeah, no. Given that I was given that as a Christmas present, I believe it is gonna be 25 years this year since I first was given that Pikachu doll. I mean, hell, Kit saw it. I showed it to him when I brought it to college. We went to college together, and he knows I have that doll. That makes me think of another doll I had as a kid. Nothing with electronics, but did anyone else but me ever have a doll or a plushie or something that if you pet it a lot, it got like static electricity really easy? In this case, I did. It was a cat plushie with really long fur. It was white, it had blue eyes, and it was one of my favorites. And if I pet it a lot, it would immediately have a lot of static electricity. To the point where sometimes I'd be like petting it with my head, like I would put my entire self under my blanket at night, and I would pet the doll just to watch the static electricity, what it looked like in the dark. And it looked pretty cool. The entertainment you come up with as a kid, I guess. I hope we can find the pictures again sometime. There was a little generator in a lockbox on the island where we went camping, and if you brought your own gas and got the key from management, they would let you take it. So we had the generator up just long enough to power a crock pot for a couple of hours during camping to make stew. And we still got pictures somewhere of Ralph, because of course we took her camping, and it was venison and rabbit stew. And there's a picture of her little face after we gave her some food, because she was too eager, and she lunged forward and she took the meat, and she got these big, like, her snout was all dark with the stew. She was an off-white color. But when we got back from our walk, all our porridge had been eaten, even though hubby likes his stone cold and I like mine boiling hot. To be fair, our kids' porridge was there for the taking, as they like theirs somewhere in the middle. Oh, is this a fucking Goldilocks joke? You're good. Welcome back. Wait, I wanted to do... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. There's no official order to do stuff in. What have you guys been up to this weekend? I hope everybody's gotten some rest and we're able to get a couple of chores done. I probably should have gotten more chores done, but I got real fucking lazy, my dudes. Just working playing Metroid Prime 4? Yeah, that's legit. I went back to playing Hades 2, and man, but that game sucks you right in, or at least it sucks me in. I love that game. I love Hades and Hades 2. They're not flawless, but lord are they fun to play. And gorgeous and have excellent music. Oh, they're pipes. Okay. I don't think I ever went camping in a structure before. The closest we got was putting up our tent and stuff in a lean-to. For the most part, we just, growing up, just camped in tents. Unfortunately, they don't let us see what the inside of this place looks like, which is such a bummer because I'm so curious as to what the layout of this could be. Metroid Weekend, yeah. A lot of folks are playing it this weekend, which, you know, makes sense. It only really just came out. So if I had to guess, I would guess that this is perhaps a long, thin bathroom that might encompass like a chunk of this back area, or it's like cut here, comes to here, and then you'd have to have at least space for a couple of beds and at least a sink in the main area, I would assume, since it looks like the vast majority of cooking is meant to be out here. I don't know, I'm curious. Man, I was putting together thoughts of doing some of those those ridiculous AI generated thingy, like house plans in The Sims 4, but I don't know that I can do anything with The Sims 4 anymore with them doing with EA selling out. Tell you something else that's weird about camping. Out here, everything has legs, even the logs. Are you ready to buy? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little bummed. It's like, I don't know that I want to promote any... See, I should have guessed that something was going wrong when little Simsy separated herself from the Sims community a bit. Or she chose to leave the, like, creators program. Because she, for her, pretty much the entire, I mean, it's in her username, Little Simsy. She has done Sim stuff since it basically made her whole career. She made her own kit for The Sims 4. She, I think, also helped even design some houses for a couple of expansions. So when she stepped away, or left the stuff a couple months ago, I was like, uh-oh, something's going wrong. And lo and behold, all this. So, I don't know. I might do it at some point, but we'll see. Canary in the coal mine. It's true, it's true. And she has always been, and remains to be, the kind of person who is rather blunt. Not even blunt. She's very careful. She's not shy to offer criticism, but she's also extremely careful with how she words it, and she's very constructive. And even after having a lot to say about how she disagrees with how the Sims team is, and specifically EA was handling things, she stayed with the developer program until now. And that tells me that it has gone beyond the pale. Several other folks I know that were also related to that also appear to have recently bowed out or are openly discussing doing so. So, yeah. It's a bummer. All I can say is that if you still want to play the game, yar harfedly do. This place has, like, almost Hobbit vibes. Please wipe your paws. Oh, that's cute. I don't know what all is on this window, but it doesn't want to come off. That is one thing I hope they update soon, so I can actually see what type of dirt is what. That is something I enjoyed in the previous game, and that appears to be missing so far. I took some time to look through all the settings, and I couldn't find something to make it appear. So maybe it does exist, and I just missed it. I guess it's silly, but I kind of like knowing what the different types of dirt are supposed to be. Any good camping memories, my dudes? My dad loved to tell the story about how he got chased by what he was convinced as a teenager was a werewolf. During a camping trip when he was a kid. And how the only thing that saved him was the fact that they actually had genuine silverware with actual silver. Eh? Oh, it's over here. I remember the first time I remember us camping, I think I couldn't have been older than 7 or 8. I remember just spending quite a while sitting at the water's edge watching the little dudes that walk on water. Little insects. This skate bugs, whatever they're called. I thought they were the coolest thing I'd ever seen. And to be fair to baby me, they are pretty damn cool. Water skeeters, yes, little guys. My dumbass brain was thinking about their name and came up with the name of the Pokemon that's based on them, the Surskrit or whatever. And I was like, thank you, that is supremely unhelpful. Now, I genuinely must have spent, like, I don't know, a good chunk of time that trip just watching them. And the fish. Poppin' jewelweed seeds? Aw. I assume those are safe to eat or you wouldn't have. Oh, so there was this one type of plant that me and my brother used to eat all the time, and we would just, like, grab it from the ground and eat it, which, in retrospect, wasn't very safe of us to be doing, but we never got sick, so we thought it was fine. They turned out, now that I'm adult, I can identify it as watercress. Or I think it's watercress? They almost look like the leaves look... Oh, when hiking. No, I figure. I think that's what it was called. Oh, I thought this was... No, it's just stuff on the ground. Okay. That's why I like watching the, I believe the name of her channel is The Black Forester. She's very bubbly and fun, and also gives a lot of extremely useful info about stuff that you can find just out and about. We have a good chunk of oak trees near me, and I was genuinely debating collecting some acorns this year to because you can leach them. And then they're safe to eat, and you can process them in various ways. And I was genuinely rather considering doing something, but real life got in the way. Oh well. Maybe next year. Yeah, foraging is, as she says every video, don't die. I have a great deal of respect for folks who can forage safely. It intimidates the hell out of me. Especially mushrooms. Like, there are so many. There are so many with different, where the differences between something that's safe and something that's unsafe are remarkably subtle. And it's like, I personally, I don't know if that I would take the chance unless I was with somebody who was like certified or extremely experienced. All mushrooms are edible, yes. Once. It's the same thing. All rocks are everything is edible. Once. Will you survive the eating? Probably, in some cases, by not more than a couple of hours max. It'll only hurt once. No, I think it will continue hurting until your death. Oh, man. The side effect of watching or listening to too much true crime is knowing just how people use a lot of these foraged things back in the day for murdery reasons. It's spooky. And actually, there was a case in Australia not terribly long ago where someone made beef Wellington for her estranged kids, like, for her in-laws. And, I think a couple of them ended up dying. Or just having I think one of them, I don't remember how many of the in-laws died and how many just had severe and lingering health problems, but that is a thing that recently happened in Australia. And she deliberately harvested some sort of deadly nightshade, if I'm remembering correctly. Or not deadly nightshade, some kind of deadly mushroom anyway. The lady behind how to cook that, I think was the one who did a video about that. Which she almost never does anything that's true crime related, so I was really surprised. Okie doke, hun. Thank you for popping by. Get some good rest. I appreciate you. Cheers. Is this spruce spring clean? Your friend Harper says you'd be up for helping me out. My house is nothing short of a national disgrace. I've just heard that we've got our deposit back, and after watching that amazing vid, I'm not surprised. Incredible, incredible job. Thank goodness for you and that amazing portable power washer of yours. Hopefully the bear, whatever it is, didn't wake up and bother you. We left it sleeping in the lodge and didn't know whether to mention it or not. So there was a bear there the whole time, and they were just like, let's not even mention it. Let's just let this person go to a place where there's a live bear in the... And if the outside was that much of a mess, how much of a mess was the inside? Art Deco House, Michelle Stone. So this is Trilobite Lodge. Apologies for how filthy it is. I've just got back from a dig in Alaska to find the house looking like this, and my other half, Karen, apparently vanished into thin air. It wouldn't be the first time. Whenever she gets a whiff of anything interesting, that's her gone for months. So this is the beam from the merman ruin. I suppose starting with the bottom is as good as always. Wait, what am I doing? I gotta find the babies first. The OG. Bubbles. Now where's your sibling? One of them is always trickier to find than the other. I will find you, Squeakers. Ah, I probably should have mentioned that the house is directly underneath the beam's path, and in the firing line for the famous merman hum. Now, I think it's not audible right now because I've got music going, but there is a pretty loud hum. Actually, give me a sec. Let me see if I actually don't know how loud it is to y'all, because I think I turned it down a bit because it was bothering me the first time I played this level. But there is a hum. Oh, that's not a separate object. Okay. Okay, well there's Mama. I know where Bubbles is. Now I'm going to find Squeak. I hear you. I heard you, beastie. Where you be? Oh! Well. Aw. Being sneaky is what he's doing. Squeak feels to me like a little bit more of a boy, and Bubbles feels a little bit more of a girl, but to be honest, they could be whatever. It doesn't specify. We only know that Ulysses is female because, well, she gave birth to 2 kittens. It's also very funny that Ulysses, her former owner, has no idea that she's a female cat. Keeps calling her a him and, you know, forces her to, like, go and, like, when he owned her, forced her to like, wear a hat at all times and be, like, his mascot as mayor. It's like, ha, we're a better owner than you. It's not hard to be a better owner than the ex-mayor. He committed a lot of crimes. It was also genuinely kind of a jackass. But, so I'm still putting together the schedule for this upcoming week. I think Final Fantasy XIV and Borderlands are gonna be on the same days as usual, but would you guys like to see more of this next Sunday? Or do you want me to switch it up? To have another game, or to, like, maybe alternate Sundays with another game and then this? Or just continue on with this for now? What do you think? Because I do have a couple of games I could give a shot at. Like there's the Sip Fisher game, where you fish with a straw. There's Leave It Alone, I think is the name of it. Is a game where you handle leaves, and it's relatively short. Like, beatable in one sitting short. There's also another recent indie game called, I forgot I'd have to read off the whole name, but it's my wife threw away my trading card collection, so I bought a garbage dump to find them all, or something like that. Which is a chill game where you sort garbage to try to find the cards. So those are a couple of different options, and there's others as well. I could also return to Crime Scene Cleaner and do those other levels we haven't done yet. Personally, I love the beam's gentle hum, but it drove Karen to distraction. Actually, maybe that's why she's not here. Oh, I forgot to warn y'all about the ad. I'm sorry. I got so distracted. Anyway, that's starting any second now. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. This job is gonna take a while. I figure I'll do everything down here, and then I'll move up a level. This is just called a decorative block. I guess that's as accurate as anything else. I mean, it's a cute little house. Well, I wouldn't sit near mine, not little, but it's a very interesting house. They called it Art Deco, which, yeah, that tracks. What did you call it? Yeah, Art Deco house. Thanks for dealing with the ad, my dears. I appreciate your patience. Not much has changed here. This is a rather large level, so we've got a ways to go. My concern with all the white... Now, I love the blue. And I think it does contrast quite nicely with this gray-white of the outside. But also, this outside is going to have to be washed on a regular basis to keep it this bright. Oh, new job is available. Suddenly rich, fancy shot at the movie business. Our star dog needs a good washing down before tomorrow's shoot. Derek Degas. Ah, he's I think either the director or one of the actors of, the movie poster we saw earlier. Alrighty. Thank you for popping by, Frost. Get some good rest. Or, I'm not sure if you work late at night, but either way, get some rest and have a good night, and I appreciate you coming by to say hi. Goodness, whatever I bet that's like either lichen or mold. Either way, it's not coming off very easy. Might as well do this while I'm here. On the one hand, I don't know that I would want to live in a house with a round room like this, because you'd basically have to kitty corner all of the furniture against this curve in particular, unless you had just had no furniture in this space. On the other hand, it is also really pretty. I just really now want to make all of these houses in this game in The Sims. Which, as we discussed earlier, is, I don't know if that's something I'm willing to do on stream any longer. Those are good now, I think. All right. Wait, where's the beam gone? Hey, something's changed! So this is Fran Shepard and Leonard Miller. Text from them. The folks we, met in the last game. Wasn't that the beam keeping the volcano in check? Yeah, the beam is gone from the sky. Okay. So, now, part of me would really like to get an upgraded power washer, but I don't think I have the funds for that just yet. I got... well... This one is a little bit better. Crap, I forgot how to get to the crow. That ain't it. That ain't it. Alright, let's look at the controls and see how I get to that section. There we are. A very slightly better washer. I think Grace Still Plays actually made a video about this one when it first came out, despite never having played the first one, and he got real confused about some of the references. I didn't watch that video because I didn't want to spoil myself for anything to do with this game before I played it. I should go back and rewatch that now. I'm glad that the devs are continuing with their little, they're continuing where they left off in the first game, and that includes the lore, like the time travel stuff, the cat, all the different characters. It's kind of it feels a little bit like so far like a love letter to the people that played the first game, and I have to wonder at what DLCs they're gonna have coming, because that is obviously something that worked really well for them in the first game. So what are they gonna do this time? I think I've mentioned before that, like, if they ever had like a Kingdom Hearts one, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Think of the cool words you could have though. You could have like part of like the main entryway of Traverse Town. You could have part of Destiny Islands. You could clean the outside of a gummy ship. God, that would be cool. And it's not like Square Enix, hasn't already partnered with them before for the Final Fantasy VII DLC for the first game, as well as the Tomb Raider stuff. So, yeah, a girl can dream. Okay. A new job. Oh, it's the douchebag himself, Jeff Jefferson the 13th. How do, Dirt Finder? It's been a while. I have a big job for you. Giant, in fact. A billboard with the greatest announcement in the history of our county. I don't want. I really wish. I genuinely kind of wish we had the option of turning down jobs because I don't want to help that douchebag. But alas, we have to work for him to continue the plot. Not even. I do love how they lampshaded this. Like, how is he not in jail? They said that in one of the articles that was in my room when I first got there. Or to my office, rather. How did he wiggle his way out of the, like, actual criminal charges? And, given how intimately connected he was with all of the stuff that happened last time, I don't trust him any further than I can throw him. What end of the world scenario are you going to create this time, sir? Actually, I should probably actually clean over here first before I keep going that way. I do appreciate this improvement on textures this time for the dirt. Like, this is honestly really impressive. Finish what you were doing first. Okay, we're gonna come back to this because I'm gonna have to get some ladders involved here. Oops. Nope. Come on. Calvin Miller. It's okay, peeps. Data suggests that all is well in Mount Rushless. No seismic activity whatsoever. Thanks, son. Good to know. Don't be late tonight. Aunt Doris is around. We've got meatloaf. These characters showed up in the first House Flipper 2. We cleaned the outside of the older fella, the fella who's typing in all caps is the father of Calvin, and we cleaned the outside of his house and his old racing car rather. Very fun and interesting characters. I can't wait to finish this game so I can then like. Would anyone even... Okay, so I'm already entertaining the idea of doing a lore video for crime scene cleaner. I wonder if anyone would be interested in one about the lore and story of PowerWash Sim. Remains to be seen, I suppose. So part of what I didn't mention is to do with the time traveling stuff in the previous game. Basically, people came back from the future to try to prevent the end of the world. And the end of the world was created in part because the fella who something Rush, the millionaire who partnered with the mayor, Jeff Jefferson, they contributed to mining that went too deep, looking for a specific ore that is only in this area, and it resulted in triggering Mount Rushless to erupt. in order to prevent this from happening, the time travelers actually went far enough back into the past to meet up with the Pacifics, or the pacifists is what I think they're called, the people who made the giant statue, and there's also an entire temple. And the thing is, to make this work, the time travelers had to give them a hero, right? And they sort of gave unto them our character as a hero, as the great washer who would make things clean and protect the world and whatnot. So you get to that temple, and it's got images of every level, but in sort of almost. It was very clearly inspired by Egyptian temples and whatnot in the appearance of the pictures. And it had a crystal atop the temple that after you cleaned everything, it sent a beam. It helped, if I remember correctly, I think it reflected the beam from the statue to the, I don't know, there was a beam that was sent between all of this ancient stuff to keep the volcano from erupting. And yeah, now that beam is no longer firing, it's a little concerning. Oh, that is a little trilobite. I guess it makes sense. The people who own this house, they're archaeologists, I believe. Or at least the one who contracted us is, I think. I think her wife might be something else. Another science. Whoop! That could have gone better. That's alright. Okay, so those are, looks like part of the same object. quite. What if I forgot I had this. It's not what I... There. Can we... Thank you. There we are. I would like to go up these, please. Thank you. Hello for the thank you for the follow, Johnny Ringo. Ooh, Harper Shaw. Wish she had just been heard from Sonia. The beam is gone because someone stole the merman's gems. Well, that's a rude thing to do. Not bad, Johnny. Hope your night's going well. We're just, It has been going well. I very much love PowerWash Sim, and, this is the second one, and it really just kind of feels like a continuation of the second one, or of the first one, rather. And I mean that in a very positive way. There's some updates, there's some visible upgrades to, you know, the systems and stuff to make it it's a bit refreshed, but overall I'm very much enjoying it. And I appreciate you coming in to say hi. But yeah, I occasionally I do a lot of chill and cozy games. I did a long series of videos or streams with the original PowerWash Sim, and will likely be doing the same now for the second one. But I hope you're having a good weekend as well. Let's see. Okay, looks like we're good. Just gonna casually stand on there. On their, why is it called theodolite? What is the purpose of this thing if is a theodolite, that sounds like the name of a gem, not so much the name of a machine. Wait, is there? No, never mind. Okay, we're so clean down there. There we go. Do I need to? That's not what I meant to. That's not the button I meant to press. I keep. What is the heckin' button? Okay. I think unless something else comes up, I think I shall do some more of this next Sunday as well. This is assuming that that the original PowerWash Sim does not come out with another Christmas level, because I'd be obligated to play that. Give me just one sec. Okay, never mind. Had to double check something, but we're good. hope the inside isn't as filthy as the outside is. The Art Deco influence is very strong in these chairs in particular. Oh, that reminds me. I've got plans to draw some of my characters in the style of Alphonse Mucha. I'm just gonna sit down and do it. I've got sketches somewhere still. There we go. Interesting little thing, this. I'm gonna have to look up more about this after stream is over. Theodolite. I've got a question. Are you guys mostly clean now? I think so. Okay, it is over here. Oh? It says it's the frame. Ah. Alright, well. Ah! Yeah, that would do it. I totally forgot about you. Okay, so it's dirt on this. Okay. Yeah, that's, that would explain it. Okay. Don't tell me. This wall is dirty? Where? Oh. Alright. It's a really cool house. Looking at it, I don't know that this is a ton of living space. I don't think I would like to live in there, but it's a cool looking house. Excellent job, Sprucey. I can see why Harper recommended you. Spotless house, hum reduced to 0, and all I need to do is find out what Karen's up to. Well, we're back at the house, because I wanted to check to see if there's any new access free play jobs via the memento shelves in Harper's room. Is this Harper's room? Oh my god, it is! Oh, look at these! Are these not the most precious things? Oh my goodness. I have such a weakness for tiny things. Okay, so this is Harper's. And there's... Are there more of these? Yes. The Muckingham Herald. Merman's gems stolen. The gemstones of Muckingham Merman was sensationally stolen yesterday in a heist, which the new county mayor described as heinous, ingenious, and beyond the pale. I think that's the only new article. Then this is our desk. I do think that is it for me for the night, though. It's getting late, and I don't want to do another job because I think that
Oop.
is it for...
Nope, nope.
Come on. As I say, as I go to Twitch to try to find the person to raid into. No, if I took another job, it would take a while, and I would like to wrap this up so I can do some chores before sleep. But I appreciate everybody who came by tonight. This was a ton of fun. And, let's see. Who do we want to say hello today? Cinema Z is doing some Super Mario World. Gamer Girlfriend is doing Bioshock Infinite. GK is doing Just Chattin'. Squiggly Elf is doing some Warframe. And Cuppa Joe's doing art. Oh, Otterly's... Oh, geez, there's more people doing Sonic Rumble, Paper Mario, Star Wars, The Old Republic. Night, Naricon. I appreciate you popping by. You know, why don't I send it over to Aura and Aloy? Because I never raid them. And, or Alloy, I'm not sure how that's supposed to be said. I never raid them. They seem really rad. And they're also doing Star Wars, which is one of my special interests. So, let's go ahead and say hi to them. But, my schedule for next week will be out in a couple of minutes here. But in the Kit Cafe and on my, Blue Sky. But yeah, guys, thank you again for stopping by tonight. I really appreciate it. Take care, stay safe, and until we talk again, have a good one. Now let's go say hi to these folks.